Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, The Strange Academy, issue number 2. Yeah, digital, whatever. Anyway, it's kind of growing on me. So anyway, this was a fun comic book. I'm still going to be a little bit hard on it, but I'm also going to give an admission of guilt towards the end of this why I'm so hard on this. I had to do a little bit of soul searching, all right? Anyway, so let's get talk about who made this comic book, and then we'll get into the book itself. Scotty Young is the writer, Humberto Ramos on art, Edgar Delgado doing the color art, VC's Clayton Cowles doing letters. Humberto Ramos and Edgar Delgado are also doing the cover art, and there's a variant cover or 12. Anyway, logo designer is Jared Fletcher. Okay, this was awesome. I really dug on this. All right, so you basically got exactly what I would have done, which is a school, a Harry Potter school, basically, Hogwarts, in the Marvel Universe. It is the perfect plot. It's the perfect design. It's the perfect pretty much everything. There are things that happen here that were rushed that I don't think should have necessarily been rushed, but I guess I understand it. There was the one class where they go and they're hanging out with Yao, the ancient one, and he's like, if anybody's curious, he got his name in the Sorcerer Supreme. The book was called Doctor Strange and the Sorcerers Supreme. I did reviews for them. I think there were only like 12 issues. Yeah, one of those issues was one of the greatest issues of a comic book I've ever read because it was Choose Your Own Adventure, and it was freaking amazing. Yes, like the Deadpool one. Anyhow, so Yao is the ancient one is teaching a class, and he just says, "Okay, so I've just unleashed a genie. Put the genie back in the bottle by the end of the class. Bye," and he just leaves. I get it. I get the danger. I get all that crazy stuff, but for a first year student, for a first semester students, I mean, that's kind of a bit much. It's really unsafe. It's a bit much. It's a bit of a stretch, and plus, I don't know. I think I would have enjoyed the philosophy of, how do you put a genie in the bottle? The first time they ever saw a genie in the bottle, it was King Solomon who did that. Go back and read your Old Testament. You know what I'm saying, to get that idea. What do you call it? There was some things here that I personally felt was kind of lost, but I'm also saying this as an RPer. So just really quick to finish up some of the cool parts about this book, some of the highlights. The idea that Doyle and who's that other knucklehead? The blonde pretty boy guy. I don't even see. Oh, Alvy. The idea that these two got sent to Limbo, the pocket dimension of Limbo, by magic, I think was freaking hysterical. I'm like, they deserve it. They so deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And who better to do that? Like, she should be the discipliner. She shouldn't be teaching class. She should straight up be the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the damn hall monitor. What the hell, man? Anyway, I like the idea that, you actually have some fun with this comic book. I don't know how far we're going to go with it, but Scotty Young, first off, just the art on this. The art team, Humberto Ramos and Edgar Delgado, these guys have been doing covers for a long time. It's good. I don't know if they've ever done a comic book together. I don't remember if this team has worked on a book together or not, but it is they are the perfect team to be working on a book together. These two have such a chemistry. It's freaking amazing. The colors match the art. The arts, the pencils are just gonna, like they're gonna set up the colors. It's perfect. I love the art in this. It's perfect. I can't imagine anybody else doing this book. That's for damn sure. What do you call it? As far as Scotty Young's stories, this is fun. It's really fun. I think that the plot is better than the story itself, but now I'm going to explain why I've been so biased. Had to do a little soul searching. I'm jealous. I'm going to come right out in a minute. Y'all can make fun of me if you want. None of you guys can be half as good as making fun of me as I am of making fun of myself. All right? So throw whatever you got at me. I am jealous. All right? Because I actually wanted to make this book. Not even this book. Like, I don't work at Marvel, so I can't do that. But I've got lots of ideas to do in the Marvel Universe. Some in the DC Universe, too. But just the idea that I've got a whole bunch of ideas. I would love to be able to do them, but I don't work for them. It's almost impossible to get into Marvel unless you're a hot young girl and Warren Ellis had a conversation, whatever. Like, just it is what it is. And somebody's upset that I said that, well, then it shouldn't have happened. I don't know what to tell you, all right? But what I'm saying is I don't know how to actually break into comic books. I would love to be able to do that, but nobody can give me a straight answer how to break into comic books. It's like you got to know somebody. you know? So I do my own little role-playing games, the Marvel Superheroes Advanced Role-Playing Game, the Face Rip system, the 1984 to 1991 books, actually 92, finished in 1992. Anyway, those role-playing game books, pen and pencil Dungeons and Dragons, but with Marvel characters. And last year, I announced that I was going to be running several new campaigns. I'm already in the process of doing a whole bunch. I just wrapped up another one recently, and I'm going to do a Hyborian Age one, like the Conan universe. And then after that, I'm scheduled to do, and I've already written this a year ago, I'm scheduled to actually try and get into doing a magic school story. So a whole bunch of brand new characters jumping in and joining a school in the Marvel Universe like Hogwarts. So Harry Potter in the Marvel Universe. That was the pitch that I gave. That's really all that I gave. And that was a year ago. And if you guys join my Facebook group, Comic Book University on Facebook, you'll see, you can scroll down a little bit or look at announcements. I think it's like the second announcement. You can see exactly when I put, who wants to join what campaign and blah, 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 I'm saying, I'm not saying that anybody stole this idea from me. I'm saying there are a finite number of ideas in the universe, and then somebody starts talking whatever. Did this come from me? Probably not. But maybe. Who knows? Who cares? It's the idea that I'm jealous that Scotty Young pitched this to Marvel before I could pitch it to Marvel as an actual employee and whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's in Marvel. I'm not. It is what it is. All right? So, genuinely, a lot of me being down on this book comes from I feel I would have written it better. Would I have? I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? One of these days, you guys will be able to see that story as I have a bunch of people playing through the mission. In the meantime, yeah, I'm genuinely jealous that this story got made before I made it. So it is what it is. Anyway, you got 11 brand new characters in this story. They're kids, so there's more of a future for the Marvel Universe. A lot of people complain that we seem to have surpassed the days when new characters get introduced into the universe, and even then, when new characters do get introduced in the universe, it's like, oh well, they're just copies of these characters and the legacy characters, and it's like somebody's always complaining about something. And here's finally a book that most people are really hot on because they're not replacing anybody. These are kids and inheritors or just brand new characters, all in all brand new faces in a universe, that we all know and love, Marvel. And here's me coming on and getting upset about it. Well, there's a reason for it. So it is what it is. I'm going to keep on reading this. I'm going to keep on being jealous of Scotty Young, and I'm just going to, do my best to review the comic book as unbiased as I possibly can. Anyway, don't be surprised if I still throw in a couple of, well, the way I would have done it, and I've got it written down that, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. It's a good book. God damn it. It's a good book. And I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.